This is Post 41 Evanston Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and on the air at KNYN 99.1 FM, The Big Dog. Evanston Outlaw Baseball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Bear River Dental, The Best Western, Dunbar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Elling Ford Brothers, Evanston Regional Hospital, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, Dr. McKay Frankham, Mountain West Business Solutions, Plains Tire, Rocky Mountain Sign, T-Bar Body Shop, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, the Come On In Casper, Uinta County School District Number 1, West Star Printing, and by Rocky Mountain Yeti. Now, Outlaw fans, let's head to the diamond for today's game.
Good afternoon, Outlaw fans. Happy to have you alongside me for what should be a great game and a great day for baseball. I'm Matthew Peterson. We're going to dive into our pregame show briefly as the Outlaws and the Centralia Legion crew out of Washington are set to take center stage here in what would be day 2 for the Outlaws and day 3 for Centralia. We're going to get into our pregame show in just a moment, but you're listening to Evanston Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com and 99.1 KNYN.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
The first school in Evanston opened in 1870 with 8 students. Since the very beginning, excellence in education has been the goal. Dedicated teachers and staff, board members, and community members have focused on student learning. The Uinta County School District Number 1 has graduated many young men and women who have gone on to be successful, productive citizens, parents, and leaders around the world. Our heritage continues today. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business. When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
And welcome into the 10th game here of this great baseball tournament in Missoula, Montana. I'm Matthew Peterson. The Outlaws are looking to get in the win column. They went 0-2 yesterday in day number 1 for the tournament, but they are being challenged by a team that's also searching for their first win in this tournament, as they have dropped the first 2 as well. That is the Centralia Legion baseball team out of Centralia, Washington. The Outlaws are the designated home team for this game, so they're going to take the field first, while Centralia will give their go at the dish. Let's run through this Evanston Outlaw lineup now. The leadoff man is Hank Allred. He'll be doing the catching duties. In center field and batting second, Clayton Moyles. Then controlling first base and batting third, Gus Allred. Hitting cleanup and on the mound, Jagger Mitchell. After that, batting fifth, you've got Ashton Eldridge manning the hot corner. Caleb Gooding bats sixth and will patrol right field. In left field and batting seventh, it is Talon Critchfield. And in the 8 hole, you've got Ryan Baldwin holding down second base. And to round out the order for the Outlaws, it is the shortstop, Jaden Schneider. Happy to have you guys alongside me for what should be a great afternoon of baseball. This is an Outlaw team that is trying to find some success here in the Big Sky State. It is a beautiful place here in Missoula. If you have never been, I've only been for a day and a half now, 2 days, but a ringing endorsement coming from myself, as it has been a wonderful time in Missoula. Outlaws taking the field first, and it looks like we're going to have the leadoff man for Centralia, Hazen Hoffman, step up. Hazen Hoffman, Tate Kornstrom, and Evan Stadher are the scheduled hitters, as Jagger Mitchell, the righty, gets set for a righty-righty matchup. And here comes the first pitch of the ball game. And it is outside for a ball. First pitch at 4:34. 0-1. 1-0 the count. Second delivery is a called strike, and that balances it out at 1-1. Jagger Mitchell getting the start, one of the go-to starters for this Outlaw team. Here comes the 1-1. And that fastball misses just inside for ball 2. 2-1 here as the Outlaws are wearing their road blue tops and white bottoms. The 2-1 delivery is swung on and chopped towards first, picked up by Gus. He'll step on the bag himself for an unassisted out, and just like that, the first batter is retired. So Hazen Hoffman will jog to the dugout, and that brings up Tate Kornstrom. So 1 down and nobody on now for Tate Kornstrom and Centralia. Here comes the first offering to Tate. Fastball, that's a called strike, lower portion of the box, and it's 0-1. Top of the first inning, Outlaws and Centralia going at it. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. We saw Jagger really bring the heat through the first couple of pitches. That time fools him with the breaking ball, just takes a little velocity off it, and a huge cut from Kornstrom. Big swing and a miss. Here comes the 0-2 now. And that one misses just up high. Kind of like that pitch choice, though, right? You're up in the count. It's 0-2. Why not give him something that looks tempting, but you know he can't touch? Now the 1-2 delivery. And that one just misses upstairs as well. So Kornstrom has fought himself back to level out the count. It is 2-2 with 1 out and nobody on in a scoreless game here at the top of the first. The 2-2. Just misses outside, and now Mitchell's got himself in a bit of a hole here as a full count is upon us and a payoff pitch coming up. The 3-2. And 4 straight balls puts Kornstrom on first after that was a called ball. So a one-out walk for Tate Kornstrom. Righty-righty matchup between Jagger Mitchell and Evan Stodhar. The delivery. Just upstairs for ball 1. So that's 5 straight balls Mitchell has thrown after getting ahead in the prior at-bat count 0-2. Runner at first. 1 down. The 1-0. And that just misses outside. 2-0. Mitchell struggling to find the zone here after getting up a one-out walk in the top of the first in a scoreless game between the Outlaws and Centralia. The 2-0. And that's low and inside for ball 3. Mitchell was looking great through the first 4 or 5 pitches, but that's a small sample size. Now running into some speed bumps. A 3-0 count, the delivery. Wow, that was a strike right down the middle, and you could tell Jagger just wanted that one as he cut the speed down by half and just kind of threw a lollipop right down the middle just so he can get that monkey off his back. 3-1 the count. This one is swung on and punched into right field. Charging in is Gooding, and it makes the grab. Throw to first, but not in time to tag up the runner. But that does bring out number 2. So with 2 down and a man on first, here comes Lane Celine. Lane Celine, a righty, gets set for the righty-righty matchup with a runner at first and 2 down in a scoreless game here in the top of the first from the MISSOULA Mavericks ballpark. A beautiful ballpark, too. We'll talk about the scenery in a moment. But first, Mitchell delivers. And that's a called strike, low and away, 0-1. Lane Celine, the cleanup hitter. Runner at first and 2 down. The 0-1. Is swung on and missed. That was a fastball low and away. Great pitch by Jagger. We've seen him spray the zone. He's gone inside, upstairs, downstairs. He wants to keep these batters honest. And now they find themselves in the 0-2 hole with 2 outs and 1 guy at first. Here comes the 0-2. Just inside. Throw over to first is not in time between Gus Allred and Hank Allred, the brother duo. It's always special when Gus Allred is on the mound and his younger brother Hank is catching for him. But in this situation, how about a little catcher-first baseman duo? So 1-2 count. The delivery. That misses low and away. Evens the count out at 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner at first and no score here in the top of the first inning. Lane Celine, a righty, stepping into the batter's box. The 2-2 delivery. And that's going to get him right on the thigh, hit by pitch. And Mitchell, I think, is appealing that it was in the strike zone and he turned into it. I don't know if he has much of an argument. I mean, Celine definitely turned a little bit, but I don't know if it was into it so much or just reactions. Nevertheless, it puts a man on first and moves the runner over to scoring position. So with 2 away, there's 2 ducks on the pond, first and second. And Jerome Martin up to the plate with 2 down. The first delivery. Oh, what a great breaking ball that was that just missed upstairs. Wow. 1-0. We've seen Mitchell come with a steady diet of fastballs. That time, nice curveball, just couldn't sit down quick enough. Mitchell looks at second. Now the 1-0 is swung on and rocketed right into center field. Runner will round third, going home. The throw is not in time. So run scores on an RBI single with 2 outs from Jerome Martin. For a moment there, you thought maybe Hank Allred, the catcher, had him by a mile, but the throw kind of pulled him off the plate a little bit. And by the time he flashed the leather over, the umpire signaled safe. But he did give it a moment hesitation to really think about it. Now here comes Avery Stolick. First delivery to him is a called strike, 0-1. So there's 2 outs. And Centralia has a 1-0 lead over the Outlaws in the top of the first. Next delivery is fouled back for strike 2. Avery Stolick, the second baseman, wearing that number 15 jersey. Runners at first and second with 2 away in a 1-0 ball game in the top of the first. Jagger Mitchell looks at second. Now dials back home and delivers. And a swing and a miss for his first punch out of the ball game. And out number 3. So the Outlaws, they give up 1 run in the top of the first. They'll look to get it back here in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back with more Evanston Outlaw baseball on a My Local Radio. On a My Local Radio production with Bank of Wyoming.
Stories from your own backyard.
Anyway, he's a prominent member of Butch Cassidy's gang. The other was Butch himself, and then Bub Meeks were the 3 that robbed the bank, and they took off up Montpelier Canyon, and there was a volunteer posse put together that was going to go chase them, but they got into the canyon and thought there might be an ambush, so the volunteers got scared.
Listen to the Moments in History podcast every Tuesday on mylocalradio.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
And welcome back to Missoula as we get ready for the bottom of the third inning with the check that. Welcome back to Missoula as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning, as the Outlaws are behind 1-0 against the Centralia Legion baseball team out of Washington. Let's talk about Centralia for a moment. I'm going to go on record and say the first time the Outlaws and Centralia have ever met on the diamond before. Centralia located about 90 miles south of Seattle. It's kind of right in the middle of Seattle and Portland on Interstate 5. You can kind of picture that kind of closer to Seattle than Portland, but that's where it's located. They had a long drive like Evanston out here to Missoula. About 8 hours for them getting across the entire state of Washington, over the top of Idaho, and depositing right here into northwest Montana. So here comes Hank Allred, the leadoff hitter for the Outlaws. The first delivery is swung on and missed. So here's the 3 scheduled hitters for the Outlaws. It is Hank Allred, Clayton Moyles, and Gus Allred. The 0-1. Curveball, nice one too. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now. Well, Allred has come out here on a mission, right? 2 big hacks to start the at-bat. Usually batters want a pitch they like. Now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, drop third strike. The throw from Martin to Westland at first is in time. And so Hank Allred is retired. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the first. So here comes Clayton Moyles. Clayton Moyles will hold down center field as he usually does and bats second today. It's a righty-righty matchup between Stodher and Moyles, and time is called. The Outlaws are wearing their road blue uniforms, blue tops, white bottoms, and white numbers on the back, along with Evanston Outlaws across the chest. First delivery. This one is rocketed deep left field. Charging back is Celine. That's going to bounce at the wall. Rounding first and heading to second is Moyles, and he's got himself a stand-up double. A huge moonshot that bounced right where the wall meets the track, and Clayton Moyles stands at second with a 1-out double. And now Gus Allred will walk up to the plate for a righty-lefty matchup with a runner in scoring position. in a 1-0 ball game on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in the bottom of the first inning. First delivery to Gus, and that's outside for ball one. 1-0 to Gus Allred with Jagger Mitchell, the cleanup hitter, coming up next. He's on deck. Now the 1-0 is foul tipped back into the netting for strike one. Balances the count out 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball. Moyles over at second after a double. The 1-1. Curveball misses high for ball two. 2-1. One away here for Gus Allred, the lefty. The 2-1. This one is fouled down the third base line for strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes and 1 out for Gus Allred and a runner in scoring position. Stadher gets the sign from his catcher. Now the 2-2. It's fouled back into the netting once again. 2-2 still. Talking about Centralia, they are wearing kind of Christmas colors. Red tops with green sleeves and gray bottoms. The 2-2. That's in the dirt for ball three. Missed down low on the fastball. So a payoff pitch coming up here to Gus Allred, who has battled in what's been a 9-pitch at-bat so far. No, a 7-pitch at-bat. As Stadler steps off the mound for a moment, checking in on Moyles. Moyles kind of walked with the shortstop away from the bag, so he was well off of it, but no one was keeping him on at all. The 3-2. That misses outside and up high for ball four. Take your base, Mr. Gus Allred. So that puts a runner at first and second for Jagger Mitchell. Jagger Mitchell batting .478 on the season. He's just killing the baseball. It's not a baseball to him. It's more of a medicine ball the way he's hitting it. The righty steps into the batter's box. Here comes the first offering. That fastball misses belt high and away for ball one. 1-0. The 1-0 is rocketed foul down the third base line for strike one. The 1-1. Ooh, and a breaking ball gets Jagger to swing and miss. That was a beautiful curveball, low and away. For strike two, 1-2 now with 1 out and runners at first and second in the bottom of the first with the Outlaws trailing by just a single run. The 1-2. This one is grounded shortly to second, picked up by Stalick over to first for the out, but both runners advance 90 feet. So with 2 outs, there's runners at second and third. And here comes Ashton Eldridge. Eldridge batting .268 on the year. Started yesterday's second game. Had a good outing. Ran into a good Yakima Valley Pepsi Pack team as the first delivery is in for a ball. Low. Check that. Make it a strike. Called strike. 0-1. The 0-1 fastball in the dirt. Good stop by Martin to keep it in front of himself. But it evens the count out at 1-1 with runners at second and third and 2 outs. In a 1-0 game in the bottom of the first inning between Centralia and Evanston. Stadler gets the sign, the 1-1. Ooh, a nice breaking ball gets Eldridge to swing and miss, and that makes it a 1-2 count. So Evan Stadher, the righty on the mound, is one pitch away from getting out of a jam here with 2 on. The 1-2. This one is poked towards first and picked up off the hop by Westlound and beats the bag. Beats the runner to the first base bag for out number 3. So the Outlaws, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We're all done with the first inning. We'll see you in the top of the second here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball.
There's only one podcast that tells you everything you need to know about America's game in the Cowboy State.
307 Baseball.
Hear from great guests, know what games and players to keep an eye on, and don't miss the Coaches and Media Poll, hosted by Matthew Peterson.
Yeah, I mean, this is the chess game that I've been talking about.
Elin Olive.
Means so much more to the Rangers when they're going to get ready to take on Gillette.
And Cullen Holt.
So the games that really count are already here. We've been building up to it.
Don't miss 307 Baseball every Thursday during baseball season on mylocalradio.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
And welcome into the top of the second inning. It's the Outlaws trailing 1-0 against Centralia out of Washington State, we should say. I'm Matthew Peterson. Happy to have you with us for what's going to be a great game here. For a great day for baseball. Beautiful weather here in Missoula. The hot temperatures are going to come in after the tournament wraps up, at least according to my weather report. And up to the plate, the leadoff man in the top of the second for Centralia, it is Avery Stalick. First offering, check that to Riggs Westland. Westland, I beg your pardon. First 2 pitches are a ball and a strike to even the count out. Here comes the 1-1. It is chopped right towards the pitcher. Jagger gets it over to first. Gus makes the squeeze, and there's 1 away now in the top of the second. So 1 down. And now here comes Hyde Parrish. First offering to Parrish is a called strike. Next offering, that's a called strike as well. Quickly, Jagger up in the count. It is 0-2 now. The 0-2 misses up high for ball 1. 1-2 now with 1 away in the top of the second. The kick to delivery. Curveball misses high to even the count out at 2-2. Now the 2-2. A swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Hank will throw it to Gus, and that is out number 2. And the second punch out for Jagger Mitchell. And that was batter number 8, so the 9-hole hitter, Hunter Niemi. First offering to Niemi is a called ball on the outside portion of the zone. 1-0. Nobody on for Hunter, the right fielder. The 1-0. fastball misses low and inside, pushing the count to 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Hunter Nemi with nobody on. Here comes the delivery. And changeup. Could not locate the zone, though, low and away, and that's ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Hunter Nemi. The delivery. And that was a slow pitch softball that Hunter took a big cut at and couldn't get a piece of. 3-1. That's the second time now we've seen Jagger just slow it down by half the percent. 3-1. And a swing and a miss. And that's a side, so that's a strikeout. Missed a strike as well. I really don't think I did, but no one on the field is stopping, and that's not my job. So we'll see you in the bottom of the second inning. It's the Outlaws trailing by 1.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here. As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Welcome back as Caleb Gooding watches a first pitch come in and miss the zone. Ball 1. The 0-1, I beg your pardon, is going to be a called strike as well. So it is 0-2 now to Caleb Gooding with the leadoff man up to the dish in the bottom of the second inning. The 0-2 is chop foul. Caleb Gooding and the Outlaws looking to get back a run. They trail by 1 in the home second. Leadoff Gooding, a righty-righty matchup. The 0-2. This one is poked high into the infield sky. Westlund, the first baseman, is called off as Stalick at second makes the grab. And there's one away here in the bottom of the second. Now here comes Talon Critchfield, the left fielder for the Outlaws. Critchfield ready for a righty-righty matchup. First delivery. That's up high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Critchfield. The delivery. Curveball just misses inside, but a good-looking pitch, though. 2-0. Bit of a Wyoming and Emerald, a Cowboy and Emerald state battle here. The 2-0. This one is punched deep into center field. That's going to fall right in front of Hoffman, the center fielder. And Critchfield is on with a one-out single. And now here comes Ryan Baldwin up to the plate, looking to advance the runner a little bit more. So Critchfield gets the Outlaws' second knock of the game. And now Ryan Baldwin climbs into the box for a righty-righty matchup. Over to first, though, was the pitcher statter to Westlund. First delivery home, runner goes, and that's a balk right there on the pitcher, Stoddard, and he knew it immediately as Critchfield took off. Stoddard saw it out of the corner of his eye, wanted to do something about it. Already began his motion home, though, and so that's a balk, and now Critchfield in scoring position. The delivery home is in the dirt to get away from Martin, and Critchfield motors his way over to third. So on one pitch, Critchfield has gone from first to third. And now there's a runner 90 feet away from tying the game in the bottom of the second inning. A 1-1 game. Ryan Baldwin, a 200 hitter, gets ready, and second delivery's in for ball 2. 2-0 to Baldwin. Baldwin in the 8-hole for the Outlaws, the 2-0. This one is fouled back and nearly gets into the press box. Hit one of the walls protecting us. And it's 2-1. The netting does not go very high up, and we're kind of sitting in the perfect spot where it comes down. The 2-1. This one's slash fouled on the first base line, and it's going to fall in fair territory. Critchfield is at third. He didn't run. He thought it was going to be caught for sure. But Baldwin's on with either a single or an error. Let's see how they score this. And it's going to be an infield, well, I guess not an infield, but a single. That ball just parachuted beyond the infield dirt, and now it's a runners at the corner situation. To rewind a little bit, the first baseman, Westland, and Stalick, the second baseman, both kind of ran in, and no one got to it. I don't know if they got lost in the sun, but now here comes Jaden Schneider. This one is immediately grounded to short, over to second for one. Double play is not in time, but it is an RBI fielder's choice for Jaden Schneider, so the Outlaws tie the ball game up. It's 1-1 thanks to Jaden Schneider's infield ground out, or fielder's choice, I should say. So there's two away now with a runner at first. And turn the lineup card over, and here is Hank Allred. First delivery to him is just a bit inside for ball 1. So man on first with 2 outs in a 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the second inning. Stoddard delivers home, and nice pitch is a called strike to level the count out, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hank Allred. Righty-righty matchup. Here comes the delivery. This one is grounded up the middle and into center field. Rounding second and retreating back is Schneider. And that's a 2-out single for Hank Allred. So the Outlaws keeping things alive here with 2 down. They put a runner in scoring position now for Clayton Moyles. And Clayton Moyles just doubled the last time up. A big double, too. I mean, that was a rocket right to the wall. Deep ballpark here, too. First pitch is swung on and knocked foul down the left field line. I don't have any measurements. At least I don't see one for straightaway center, but kind of at the corners of center field, 410. And at the foul pole is 340 for left and right. A big ballpark. Pitcher Evan Stoddard steps off for a moment and regains his composure with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Here comes the 0-1 to Moyles. It is low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Clayton Moyles. The 1-1. And that's a called strike on the inside corner. 1-2 now to Moyles with a runner in scoring position. Outlaws trying to take the lead after tying it up a few moments ago. Here comes the 1-2. Runner goes at second. This is a hit and run, but lined right to the shortstop, Kornstrom. And the side is retired, but not before the Outlaws tacked on a run on a few hits. No errors and 2 left on. We'll see you in the top of the 3rd inning. It's a 1-1 ball game between Centralia and the Evanston Outlaws here on a First Bank of Wyoming production of My Local Radio Baseball.
There's only one podcast that tells you everything you need to know about America's game in the Cowboy State.
307 Baseball.
Hear from great guests, know what games and players to keep an eye on, and don't miss the Coaches and Media Poll, hosted by Matthew Peterson.
Yeah, I mean, this is the chess game that I've been talking about.
Elin Olive.
It means so much more to the Rangers when they're going to get ready to take on Gillette.
And Cullen Holt.
So the games that really count are already here. We've been building up to it.
Don't miss 307 Baseball every Thursday during baseball season on mylocalradio.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
And welcome into the top of the 3rd inning. The Outlaws are all knotted up with Centralia out of Washington 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, with the Outlaws out in the field. Jagger Mitchell out on the mound for a 3rd inning of work. So far, Jagger has been strong, just letting up 1 hit through 2 innings of work. He'll be faced up against the top of the lineup for Centralia, hitters 1, 2, and 3 after retiring the last inning in order. Outlaws trying to pick up their first win in Missoula along with Centralia. Both teams opening up this Memorial Tournament 0-2. They'll play 4 games of pool play before being matched up in a 1-game playoff. 4th seed from one bracket or from one division plays the 4th seed from the other division. 3 versus 3, 2v2, and so on and so on. Now here comes Hazen Huffman, the leadoff man and the leadoff hitter. And the top of the 3rd, 0 for 1 today, grounded out to first base last time up. Here comes a righty-righty matchup, first delivery. Fastball low and away, 0-1. 0-1 to Hoffman. Next pitch is swung on and hit foul behind us. And it evens the count out, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter from Centralia. Mitchell gets settled in, the 1-1. And that's a called strike right down the middle. Looks like a bit of a changeup, 1-2. 1-2 to Hoffman. Mitchell gets the sign from Hank Allred. Here's the kick and the delivery. And that's low and inside. Did he go on the check swing? They'll say he refrained. And it is going to level the count out at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hazen Hoffman. As the home plate umpire, Scott Johnson, asks Briar Newberry if he went. And the next pitch misses outside, making it a full count, 3-2 now. 1-1 our score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The payoff pitch, this one is grounded to second, fielded by Baldwin, over to first, and they get the out in time. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Outlaw defense, and now here comes Tate Kornstrom. Kornstrom walked and scored, the only run so far for his side last time up. Bases are empty and 1 away. First delivery to Tate is low and away for ball 1. That was a fastball if there ever was one. Just couldn't quite locate the zone. 1-0. Next pitch is grounded to short, picked up by Schneider across the diamond. High throw. Do they get the tag? What a great play by Gus Allred. I mean, just unbelievable. Let's check this one out. You see Gus Allred right there just hop up and make the tag in time. And now there's a conversation being had at first base. I think Gus Allred, when he applied the tag, may have injured his hand in the process. Now Allred is being checked out by head coach Jason Mitchell. Looks like he's okay and can play through the pain. But there is 2 away now after a great play from Gus Allred over at first base. So with 2 down, here comes the number 3 hitter in the lineup and the pitcher for Centralia, Evan Stoddard. First delivery. That's upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Evan steps out of the batter's box for a moment. Gets some practice swings in. The 1-0. Fastball called strike down at the bottom of the zone. 1-1 now. It's a 1-1 ball game on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the top of the 3rd inning, and now the manager for Centralia is coming out to talk with the umpire. I'm not really sure what the conversation's about. I wonder if they're talking about adding an extra strike the last inning. No. A little late for that, indeed. We have fun up here in the press box, but there's a conversation. Well, I don't even know what the conversation's about. No one got within. Everyone practiced extreme social distancing in that. And it looks like baseball will resume. So now Steve Baldwin for the Outlaws wants an explanation. So Steve Baldwin runs the Game Changer account for the Outlaws, so I think he really wants to know what he needs to score or not score. It's a 1-1 count, though, with nobody on and 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-1 ball game. So everyone has returned to their normal position. And here we go. The kick and the delivery. Changeup misses just outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a ground ball to short over the head of Schneider into left center field. And that is going to be, I think, an E6, but an unfortunate one for Jaden Schneider. Took a bad bounce and just hopped right over his head. So an unearned runner is aboard now. And now here comes Lane Celine. So an E6 against Schneider. Put Stoddard on. First delivery. Fastball inside, ball 1. So Lane Celine reached in the last time up via hit by pitch. On a fastball, too. That really had to hurt. Jagger can bring the heat. The 1-0. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Is not in time as Stoddard steals a bag and puts himself in scoring position. So a base hit here for Lane Celine, who is 1-1 in this at-bat. Would probably score a run and retake the lead for Centralia. Mitchell looks at second. Now goes home. That's up high for ball 2. 21 the count. Celine Stepping back into the batter's box, righty-righty matchup. Here comes the 2-1. This one is swung on and missed. And they will throw down and make the tag, although I don't. But that was only strike 2, I thought. Okay, so that's the inning. We'll see at the bottom of the third. The Outlaws and Centralia remain deadlocked, 1-1.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
You guys are not going to believe this. They sent everyone back on the diamond because for a rare occurrence, the broadcasters in the press box was right. That was only strike 2 on that drop third strike call, and they brought everyone back on. So here's now the 2-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs. The delivery, and that one misses. 3-2 the count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes with a runner at second. 3-2, that's a ball. They try to get the runner at second, and they do. Wow. So after giving up a walk, Hank Allred fires it to second. They get the out, and one way or another, this inning was going to come to an end. So now we will see you at the bottom of the third. Outlaws and Centralia tied at 1 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
And welcome back here as we get you guys set for the bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-1 ball game between the Evanston Outlaws and Centralia Legion as we have some fun going on behind the dugout, behind home plate between Ashton Eldridge and Centralia player chasing after a loose ball. But here we go. Let's get set here for the bottom of the third. Leadoff man for the Outlaws. It will be Gus Allred as the lefty swings the first offering and fouls it back. A righty-lefty matchup for Gus. Score 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Gus steps back into the batter's box. The 0-1 is going to miss inside and at Gus's feet for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for the leadoff man in the home third inning. The 1-1. That's low and away this time, 2-1. So the last two pitches by Stoddard have been low and in the dirt, one at the feet and one away. Of the batter, 21 the count, the delivery. That's high and inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. (3-1). This one is hit and going towards left field. Celine coming in and making the squeeze in shallow left field to retire the first batter for the Outlaws. So an F7 goes down for Gus Allred, and that brings up the cleanup hitter for the Outlaws with nobody on and 1 down, Jagger Mitchell. Jagger Mitchell is 0 for 1 today, grounded out his last time up. First delivery to him misses high upstairs, 1-0. Oh, 1 misses low and away. The 1-0 misses low and away. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 is popped up. Left field line, Celine running in, trying to make the grab, and he does. Loses his hat in the progress, but that is out number 2 in the bottom of the third now. So a pair of flyouts to shallow left field has been the theme here in the home third inning for the Outlaw batters, and let's see if Ashton Eldridge can break that run as the righty gets set for a righty-righty matchup. Here comes the 0-1. It's fouled back and making it an 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes to Ashton Eldridge, who grounded out his first time up. The kick and the delivery. That's in the dirt for ball 1. Gets away from the catcher, Martin, but nobody on, so umpire calmly hands him a new ball, and now I get the game we're playing. You got 2 ball boys, right? The guy on deck for the Outlaws and just someone out of the opposing dugout racing after every loose ball, trying to play favorites for the umpire. The 1-2. Curveball is chopped right towards the pitcher. Easy scoop and throw to first for the out. So Evanston goes in order. We remain tied at 1 after 3 innings of baseball. We'll see you in the top of the 4th.
This First Bank of Wyoming broadcast of Outlaws Baseball is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and he can help you get rid of migraines and allergies.
Welcome back. It's time for the...
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
And welcome into the top of the 4th inning from Missoula, Montana. It's the Evanston Outlaws and Centralia out of Washington, all even at 1 apiece on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. I'm Matthew Peterson, happy to have you alongside me for Whether you're listening on mylocalradio.com or 99.1 KNYN, we're just happy you're making Outlaw Baseball a part of your Friday evening, as it is a beautiful Friday evening here in Missoula. Fun thing about being in Montana, evening is an abstract word here. The sun doesn't set till nearly 10 p.m., and it rises early. I'll let you know, I face that direction. My hotel does. Here comes Jaron Martin, though, for Centralia. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up for Centralia. First delivery is swung on and hit foul. So it's 0-1 for the leadoff man, Martin, who is 1 for 1 today, singled in his last at-bat. That was a big RBI single, too. The 0-1. That's low in the dirt for ball one, evens the count out at 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the top of the 4th inning. Time is called. Outlaws in those road blue uniforms. Blue tops, white bottoms, striped socks going east and west. The 1-1 is low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jerome Martin. The 2-1. This one is grounded to short, picked up by Schneider. Over to first, but not in time. Speedy legs for Martin. Gets himself aboard. A leadoff single. And just like that, Centralia has something to work with here in the top of the 4th inning. Now, Avery Stolick coming up to the plate. Stolick struck out in his only appearance. First offering to Avery will be in a moment as Jagger takes his time getting the sign from his catcher. Now gets set. It's a bunt that goes down the first base line, but foul. So 0-1 after the missed bunt, and clearly Centralia has a mission here. It's play a little small ball and put the runner in scoring position to sacrifice the out. In a game where it's not been very high scoring, 1-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sometimes it takes a couple bunts to make it happen. 0-1 the count. Runner at first, nobody out. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. Runner goes. It's slapped to short, picked up by Schneider. Can't get it over to second. Over to first is not in time. And let's see if that's an infield single. I think that might be an E6. So that's the second error of the game for the Outlaws. And that puts runners at first and second. That was a hard hit ball to Schneider. Looked like he wanted to turn 2 and just didn't get a good grasp of the ball initially. And then once that option of looking at second, then he said, oh, that's not realistic. Let's go to first. It was too late at that point. Now Riggs Westland steps up with 2 on and nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. The first delivery is swung on and missed. 0-1. They threw it over to first. It gets over the head of Gus Allred into right field. Both runners advanced 90 feet. And that was just a bit of a bonehead play from the Outlaws. That one may go down as an E2 as Hank Allred trying to check in on the runner at first after the swing and miss. Throw is just offline, yeah. So both runners advance on the throwing error. It's an E2. And now the force out, at least your traditional force out, unless you're the New York Yankees, is taken away. The 0-1 delivery is grounded towards second, picked up by Baldwin, over to first for the out, but the run scores from third. They check in at the runner at third now, and he's safe, but an RBI ground out for Riggs Westland puts Centralia up 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. So one down, but the lead has gone back to Centralia. They lead it by just a single run in the top of the fourth. First pitch is fouled back for strike one to Hyde Parrish. One away, runner at third. Here comes the 0-1 now for Mitchell. Curveball inside, evens the count out, 1-1. The 1-1 is sharply hit high into right field. Getting under it is Gooding, makes the squeeze. Runner from third does not tag. That might be a missed opportunity as that is the second out. And the Outlaws trying to limit the damage as they had nobody out and a couple guys on the pond. But now with 2 outs and a runner at third, all you got to do is just focus on this batter. It's Hunter Nemi. Mitchell looks at third at the runner. Now goes home. Fastball misses low and inside. Never mind. Reverse it. It's 0-1, not 1-0. They call a strike. The 0-1 from Jagger is sharply hit into right field for an RBI base hit. It was thrown to first, but not nearly in time to get Nemi. And so it's an RBI single to extend the lead for Centralia. They lead it by 2. It is now 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. So Stalick scored the last run. And now here comes the top of the lineup, Hazen Hoffman. 2 down, runner at first. First offering is a called strike to Hoffman. Hazen Hoffman, 0-2 today. Top of the fourth inning. Here comes the 0-1. They throw it down the line to first, but it's not in time, and the last pitch was a ball, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hazen Hoffman. Mitchell gets the sign from his catcher, and that's a curveball that misses high. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hazen Hoffman. 2 away and a runner at first in a 3-1 game in the top of the fourth. Next delivery is a called strike. Low and away, just got a piece of that zone, and it balances the count out. 2-2 now. The 2-2. That's inside, and they're going to say he got a piece of the runner, actually, the batter. So that's a hit by pitch, second of the game for Centralia, and it puts a runner at first and moves the guy over to second. So with 2 outs, there's runners at first and second for the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Tate Kornstrom. HBP, here comes the first offering to Kornstrom. It's a called strike. Just over the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 is hardly hit, and it is foul. Oh, and 2 the count. Runners at first and second, and 2 outs for Kornstrom in the top of the fourth. The delivery. That's outside for ball 1. Outlaws trying to limit the damage as 2 runs have poured across in this frame after being tied for a little bit. Here comes the 1-2. This one's grounded to second, fielded by Baldwin, over to first, and they get the out. So for Centralia, they get 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on. It's 3-1 Centralia over Evanston. We'll see you in the bottom of the 4th on a First Bank of Wyoming production of My Local Radio Sports.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts
Welcome to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 3-1 lead for Centralia over the Evanston Outlaws, with 3 hitters due up for Evanston, featuring Caleb Gooding, Talon Critchfield, and Ryan Baldwin, as the first offering to Gooding is swung on and missed. Here comes the 0-1. It's up high for ball 1. So 1-1 the count now to Caleb Gooding, who is 0 for 1 today. The delivery, and this one is smacked towards third. It looks like it's going to get by and into left field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Caleb Gooding, and the Outlaws have a runner on in the bottom of the 4th, trailing by 2. Oh and 1. And now here comes Talon Critchfield. Runner at first as the pitcher steps off the mound for a moment in preparation for a righty-righty matchup. Critchfield singled and scored last time at the dish. Let's see if he can repeat that. The delivery, that's low in the dirt. Runner goes. Ball gets to the backstop, and it's an easy stolen base on what looks like probably a pass ball. So runner advances 90 feet and into scoring position. Critchfield looking to knock him in now. Next delivery to Critchfield misses for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Nobody out. Runner at second for Talon Critchfield in the home 4th. The kick and the delivery in the dirt, but this time it's kept in front of Martin, the catcher, and it's just a ball. 3-0. Caleb Gooding got the inning started with a leadoff single. Now finds himself at second after advancing on the pass ball. The 3-0. Curveball upstairs, ball 4, take your base. It's a 4-pitch walk, and now here comes Ryan Baldwin. Baldwin singled and got picked off, or cut down in a fielder's choice. So it is 2 on, nobody out for Evanston. Nice start here to the home 4th inning. Ryan Baldwin walking up to the dish. Baldwin a 200 hitter on the year, but he's 1 for 1 today. Here comes the first delivery to Baldwin. Attempted bunt is missed, and runners stay put, although the defense is looking to try and get some lunch on one of the bases. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Stoddard delivers. Another attempted bunt. This one is fouled back for strike 2. The only not really an issue with bunting here is bunting with the number 8 hitter, which would set the plate for the number 9 hitter, but there's no outs. The delivery is swung on and fouled on the third base line, so the count remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes after a leadoff single from Caleb Gooding and a 4-pitch walk to Talon Critchfield. The 0-2. Fastball caught him looking. So that's the first punch out since the first batter of the game. Backwards K, and with 1 out, that brings up Jaden Schneider. So let's see if the Outlaws instruct their 9-hole hitter to bunt and try and advance the runners with 1 out. First pitch is bunted. Perfect bunt. Throw to third is in time for 1, and they do not get the runner going to first, Schneider, but they do cut down the leadoff runner. So it will stay with runners at first and second, but now there's 2 outs. So Schneider reaches on the fielder's choice. And now Hank Allred, the leadoff man, up to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First offering misses high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes for Hank Allred. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. And a pickoff here as they've got Critchfield in between second and third. He's running back to second, turning around to third. He's in a bit of a jam. Dives to third, and he's safe. Unbelievable. So now there's runners at second and third after a horrible pickoff. Critchfield looked like he was caught in the middle of no man's land and somehow gets safe to third. And after all that madness, the AB continues for Hank Allred, this time runners in scoring position. Next offering, the 1-0, misses up high, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Hank Allred, the catcher. The 2-0. High and inside for ball 3, and now Allred's going to be patient here. I got to envision there's no green light. There's not even a yellow light here. If he can hop on, that would be big as Clayton Moyles is on deck. The 3-0 is a called strike, bottom of the zone. 31 the count. 2 outs, runners at second and third after a mix of singles, hits, singles, walks, and fielder's choices. The 3-1. That misses low and a no, it does not. So that's a called strike on the away bottom corner. Full count. Allred was nearly halfway to first when he made the call. The payoff pitch. And that one is it's ball 4. Okay. So that was strange for a moment because it looked like a strike, and the umpire didn't do anything, so you thought maybe it's a drop third strike, and then they call it a ball. So take your base. Now the dinner table is set for Clayton Moyles. All 3 bases covered in Evanston Outlaws. Clayton Moyles 1 for 2 today with a double. Big at bat here. Bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded. Outlaws trailing 3-1. First offering is checked and fouled down the right field line for strike 1. So you've got Allred over at first, Critchfield at third, and Schneider at second. Next offering is a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Inside for ball 2. 21 the count. 2 away, bases loaded. Bottom of the 4th for Clayton Moyles in a 2-run game. The 2-1 is popped up high to shallow center field. Hoffman running in and makes the grab. So the Outlaws leave them loaded. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning. It's 3-1 Centralia over Evanston on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of My Local Radio Sports.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty.
Where legendary customer service is not a myth.
And welcome back here as we get you guys set for the top of the 5th inning and a pitching change. Jagger Mitchell's day is done on the mound. It will be Caleb Gooding coming in to take over on the bump, and let's reset this Evanston Outlaw defense now. You've got Gooding on the mound. Talon Critchfield still in left field. Clayton Moyles in center field. Derek McDonald takes over in right. And in third base, it's Ashton Eldridge. Jagger Mitchell moves to shortstop for Jaden Schneider. Ryan Baldwin remains at second, and Gus Allred will still hold down first, and Hank Allred is still behind the dish. So it looks like Schneider's day is done, and Mitchell moves over to short. So Jagger Mitchell, let's give you the numbers on him now as he wraps up 4 innings of work, allowing 3 runs. 3 runs. Let's get you all the official stats here. Why not all in one go? So, yeah, Jagger Mitchell, ready? 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, just 1 earned, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks, all in 4 innings and 78 pitches. So that's the day for Jagger. And now let's get ready for the Centralia batting crew. You've got hitters 3, 4, and 5 due up. Evan Stoddard. Time is called by the batter for a moment. Leadoff man Evan so far today is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. First delivery from Caleb Gooding. That's inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Outlaws trailing 3-1 in the top of the 5th. The 1-0. He's it right back to Gooding on the mound and makes an amazing grab. Unbelievable. Somewhere cats are in awe at his reflexes. Let's check out the replay of this one. Just right back at him. Unbelievable. Wow. So with one out, here is Lane Celine, who knocks one down the left field line. It's fair. He rounds first, heading towards second. Critchfield tosses it in as Celine does a headfirst dive, but is safe by a mile. And that's a one-out double for Lane Celine. And now Jared Martin steps up to the plate with one out and a runner in scoring position. Get our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard set up. First offering to Martin is hit immediately into left field. Critchfield running back and makes the grab. Runner will remain at second, but that's the second out. And so with two down and both teams really swinging early. You know, there's some different style of approaches coaches will try to implement and philosophies of, hey, how about you force the pitcher to throw you 3 strikes? Don't just hand out outs. But these guys are in a rush. They have some dinner reservation, swinging at everything. First offering is low and away to Stolick. It is 0-1. No, 1-0. 1-0 with a runner at second and 2 down in the top of the 5th. Next offering is a called strike right down the middle, balances the count out 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Stolick. His side up by 2, looking to add on to it here in the top of the 5th. Gooding gets set, and now the 1-1 is fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Caleb Gooding taking some time. Now looks like he's set. The 1-2 is fisted in the infield, rolling towards short, and there's no play to be made on the check swing infield single. So that moves runners to the corners. Probably not how Stolick drew it up, but hey, gets the job done. And now here comes Riggs Westland. Riggs is 0 for 2 today, but he's got a runner 90 feet away, looking to build on to his side's 3-1 lead in the top of the 5th. Gooding looking at third, now goes home. That's in the dirt, but a good job by Allred. Runner from second goes, the double steal's on, back home, and the runner safe at home for the run. It's 4-1. So Allred behind the dish threw it down to second. Then the double steal was on for Centralia, and it was beautifully executed. So it's 4-1 Centralia on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And Caleb Gooding is getting heckled at from the fans, asking for a balk. Umpires did not award one initially, and now they're telling the Centralia manager to give him some space as the 2 officials in this game, Scott Johnson and Briar Newberry, have a conversation between home plate and third base. And they award the balk. So that moves the runner over to third. So a runner at third with 2 down and a 4-1 lead for Centralia over Evanston. And now the Outlaws manager Jason Mitchell wants to have a conversation with the home plate ump, Scott Johnson. I think Mitchell is looking for a bit of an explanation because nothing was called until the opposing manager came out and pled his case. So he's probably saying, hey, if you didn't see it initially, why are you calling it now? At least that's what I would think he's talking about. At least that's what I would be talking about, but I'm not paid to be in the dugout. It's a 4-1 lead for Centralia after scoring on a double steal with runners at the corners just a few moments ago. Outlaws started the tournament off 0-2, looking to avoid starting off 0-3. It's the same story for their opponent, though, Centralia, who started off 0-2 and looking to hop in the win column for the first time today. And now we've got the House of Cards theme music being played as Jason Mitchell's having a lengthy conversation with the officials. We'll step aside when we return. It's still the top of the fifth, 4-1 Centralia over the Outlaws.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts
And it looks like the debate between Jason Mitchell and Scott Johnson, the home plate umpire, is adjourned. And here we go. It's a 4-1 lead for Centralia over the Evanston Outlaws on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. To reset the scene for you guys, we have 2 outs, a runner at third, and it is a 1-0 count to the number 7 hitter, Riggs Westland, who is 0 for 2 today. And now we get ready. Caleb Gooding getting set and going to go home. This one is dropped into center field for an RBI single. Scoring from third was Stolick, and the lead is up to 4. It is now 5-1 Centralia. Top of the 5th inning. And here comes Hyde Parrish. Gooding gets the sign and goes home. Righty-righty matchup. First delivery is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. 1-0 the count. Gooding came in relief for Jagger Mitchell after 4 innings of work, and good innings too. Gave up just 1 earned run as the throw is back to first to check in on the runner. No play to be made. Hyde Parrish at the plate, 0 for 2 today. But looking to make this a 2-out rally that continues. Next delivery is slashed down the third base line and foul into the Outlaw dugout. 1-1 on the board. Hyde Parrish, the 8-hole hitter. Parrish struck out and flied out his first 2 at-bats. The 1-1. Up high. Throw over to first on the runner is not in time, and it's down 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hyde Parrish. Gooding gets the sign from his catcher, Hank Allred, now goes home. as this one is fouled back to even the count out, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th inning, as 2 runs have come across to extend the lead for Centralia up to 4. Outlaws with just 3 runs through 3 games just about to show for themselves. Looking to get some offense going. This next one is dropped down the right field line, but foul. So the count remains 2-2. But yeah, you go back to yesterday, Evanston only able to put up 1 run in both games. They were stuck at 1 right now. They got that first run in the bottom of the 2nd inning, but other 3 innings of work have been donuts. 0s on the scoreboard. The 2-2. Up high, ball 3. Throw it on to first. The tag is not in time. He's safe. But the count is full. So with 2 down, there's a runner at first. And Gooding will look to get out of this mess right now. Here comes the payoff pitch. This one is fisted down the left field line and foul, so we will do it all over again. Hyde Parrish with a long at-bat here. Pitch number 7 of the AB coming up, I believe. A righty-righty matchup. 2 down, runner at first. Here comes the pitch. It is foul this time down the right field line. So Parrish is really making Gooding work here. The strikeout's not going to come easy. Gooding gets set. The 3-2. This one is lifted deep into left field. Critchfield running back and cannot make the catch. It'll roll towards the wall. The runner from first rounds third, and he's going to touch home plate. It's an RBI double for Hyde Parrish. That's the 3rd run of the inning, and now it is 6-1 Centralia over Evanston. And here's where it gets a little interesting. We're not quite in those waters, but it happened yesterday, so we should remind you guys that after 5 innings, an 8-run rule takes effect. So it's only the top of the 5th, but the Outlaws are getting in dangerous waters right now, trailing by 5. Next offering to the 9-hole hitter, Hunter Nemi, is fouled. It's 0-1. It's a 6-1 game, so 5 runs separating them. It would be a lot for Centralia to put up 3 with just 2 outs. But they got a bit of a rally going. Next offering is a called strike at the bottom of the zone, a generous calling to Gooding, 0-2. I mean, the last 2 runs have come across with 2 outs. The 0-2. That's inside, and I think that got a piece of the batter. I think he's in some serious pain as he's walking away. And now he's going to run to first. What a tough player Hunter Nemi is. He walked towards his dugout holding his arm out as if something was wrong, and then just threw his bat and jogged to first, took his base. So an HBP puts runners at first and second. Turn the lineup card over. Here's the leadoff man for Centralia, Hazen Hoffman. 2 down, 2 ducks on the pond. First offering is a called strike down the middle. It is now 0-1. (6-1) Centralia over the Outlaws in the away 5th. Next delivery is just going to miss outside. It balances the count at 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hazen Hoffman, who is 0 for 2 today with an HBP. The 0-2. Well, that's the 1-1 that misses. So 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Hazen Hoffman. 2 on and 2 away. The delivery. This one is slashed into right field and down for a base hit. Runners are advancing 90 feet. The throw home is not in time. An RBI single as Hyde Parrish from second wheels his way home. And it is now 7-1 Centralia. So depending how you look at it, Centralia is now batted around, right? The next guy on deck is Evan Stoddard, who led off the inning with, can you believe that was that long ago, that line drive back to the mound? And first pitch to Kormstrom gets him on the left elbow, take your base, and now there's runners at first and second. So now we officially really have batted around. Everyone's batted once at least, and now Stoddard will try and bat a second time. But it looks like Caleb Gooding's day on the mound is over with. Jason Mitchell is going to take the ball away from his right-hander and make a change. We'll step aside during this. It's a 7-1 lead for Centralia over the Outlaws in the top of the 5th here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
And welcome back to Missoula. After the pitching change, let me reset the defense for you. But first things first, it is the righty Derek McDonald out on the mound for the Outlaws. They made some changes, so Caleb Gooding's day is done. They bring in Quentin Elmer to replace McDonald in right field. So here's how the defense lays out. You have Clayton Moyles in center field. He's flanked by Critchfield in left and Elmer in right. Then the defense going from left to right on the interior side of things. Eldridge mans the hot corner. Jagger Mitchell at short. Ryan Baldwin at second. Gus Allred at first. And the battery consisting of McDonald on the mound and Hank Allred behind the plate. We're back with 2 away. And 2 away and runners at first and second. After 4 runs have come across now with 2 outs, a big rally here for Centralia, a 7-1 lead. They need 8 runs after 5 innings to put the game away officially. First offering to Stoddard is a called strike down the middle. Beautiful pitch by McDonald. He's inheriting a tough situation. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just misses somewhere, somehow. It's 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike This one is popped up shallow center field. Charging in is Moyles, and making the grab is Ryan Baldwin from second to retire the side. So, after 4.5 innings, it's 7-1 Centralia. They put up 4 runs on a handful of hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. No errors and 2 left on. We'll meet you in the bottom of the 5th inning. Outlaws trailing by 6. They've got some work to do.
School may be out, but the top high school athletes in Wyoming aren't slowing down. My Local Radio has you covered this summer for all the high school sporting events. Catch the Shrine Bowl on June 12th, the Soccer All-Star Game on June 19th, basketball boys and girls, and the volleyball All-Star Games on July 24th, along with the entire AA American Legion Baseball Tournament July 26th through the 31st, live from Laramie. Join us all summer long for the My Local Radio Summer of Sports to watch every game live or on demand at mylocalradio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back as we greet you here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Outlaws trailing 7-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard against Centralia. And here's the lefty, Gus Allred. First pitch is swung on and chopped fouled on the first base line. 0-1. So Gus Allred, the leadoff man here for the Outlaws. They have to get a move on in a quick hurry, too. Allred so far today is 0-for-1 with the walk. Next offering is chopped this time on the fair side of first, and that's into right field for a leadoff single. So a leadoff single for Gus. That brings up Jagger Mitchell, the cleanup hitter. Mitchell is 0-for-2 today. The big hitter for this team entered the tournament batting .500, but has struggled against some of these Northwest Pacific teams. First pitch, and this is grounded towards third and into left field. That's down for extra bases. Mitchell rounds second, heading home or pausing at third. No, it's Allred staying at third, but a first pitch double for Jagger Mitchell, and the Outlaws get the jump start they needed. Looks like we got a pinch hitter. It's Bodie Wicks actually pinch hitting for Ashton Eldridge. So Bodie Wicks, usually the starter at third, got the morning off, or I should say the afternoon off, but now pinch hits. First offering to Bodie is up high for ball 1. Runners at second and third with no outs in the home 5th. Outlaws down by 6, but threatening. They really got to make the most of this opportunity if they want to get a comeback going. The 1-0. That's in the dirt for ball 2. So Wicks is pinch hitting for Ashton Eldridge. His day is done. Eldridge went 0-for-2, starting for Wicks at third. Here comes the 2-0. That misses low and away for ball 3. So nice patience here from Bodie. Has worked himself to a hitter's count. The 3-0 low, high and away for ball 4. So that looked like a bit of an intentional walk potentially. They wanted to avoid Bodie and see if they can tempt him to something. He does not fall for the bait. So they load the bases. Now the force out is at any base. And with no outs, it looks like Evan Stotter's day is done on the mound. can't quite tell if the manager has taken the ball away from him. Kind of looked like it. There he goes. Yep, so we'll have a pitching change. We'll get you your new pitcher in just a moment. The Outlaws have the bases covered in blue uniforms in the bottom of the 5th with no outs, trailing by 6. When we return on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts
And welcome back here with the bases loaded and no outs in the bottom of the 5th. The Outlaws have a great opportunity here, trailing by 6 against Centralia. Centralia, I beg your pardon, Washington. And on the mound now, after the pitching change, it was the shortstop for most of the game, and that is Tate Kornstrom. So Kornstrom's out on the mound. And he was at shortstop. Let's see if who replaced him over at short. And looks like it may be Parrish from third moving over to short. Here we go. So Quentin Elmer, who entered the game in the last inning defensively, now gets set in the batter's box. Righty-lefty matchup. The first offering is in the dirt, but a nice stop by Martin to keep it in front of him and make sure the runner at third doesn't make his way home. So back-to-back pinch hitters here for the Outlaws after some substitutions. No outs, bases loaded. Here comes the 1-0. It swung on and missed. Evens the count out 1-1. This game started, by the way, at 4:34, according to my records. So if this half inning goes past that point, the game will end. They won't start a new game after 2 hours. New inning. The 1-1, that one gets away, and Elmer will take his base, and is this a wild pitch or a HBP? There's a big difference here because Elmer just took off for first, which kind of signals that he was hit. In that case, take your base, everyone advance 90 feet. But if it's a wild pitch, the at-bat will continue for him. But it looks like everyone is content with calling it an HBP. So Elmer is aboard with an RBI HBP. And Gus Allred, who started things off with a single, touches home plate to make it a 7-2 ball game. Outlaws down by 5 now on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here's Talon Critchfield, righty-righty matchup. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. It is now 0-1. Talon Critchfield's had a strong day so far. Walked his last time up and has a run and a single to show for himself. Here comes the 0-1. That's low and away for ball one. So bases remain juice here for the Outlaws, trailing by 5. They are threatening, though. No outs. Bases loaded. And stepping off the mound for a moment was Kornstrom, trying to check in on the runner at second, Bodie Wicks. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1-2 to Critchfield. Talon Critchfield has had a really strong tournament. I believe the team voted him player of the game after yesterday's loss. Now the 1-2. That misses just outside and away. Low and away, I should say. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to number 1 for the Outlaws, Talon Critchfield. The righty climbs back into the box. And time is called by the catcher, Martin. Here comes the 2-2. It's popped up high in the infield. Who's going to get to it? It's, the pitcher, but the third and first baseman collide. Everyone's okay, it looks like. But a great catch by Kornstrom just off the mound for the first out. Could have been a scary moment there. Happy everyone's able to hop up on 2 feet and walk it off. But Critchfield goes down. He flies out to the pitcher. And F1. Infield fly roll. Next offering, though, is to Ryan Baldwin. There's a conversation being had here in the press box, and a good one, too. If that should have been an infield fly, and I don't see why it wouldn't be unless it's not a rule in American Legion Baseball that I don't know about, but doesn't sound right to me. Here comes the 1-0. And that one just gets a piece of the zone, 1-1. So you go back to that last one. The heads-up play for Kornstrom would have been to let that ball fall, throw it to home, get 1 out there because it's right in front of home, and try and double up the runner going to first as the next offering misses outside, and it is now 2-1. So Ryan Baldwin with the bases loaded and 1 out, the 8-hole hitter. Here comes the 2-1. This one has popped up in the infield once again, and the catcher Martin in foul territory makes the grab for out number 2. The Outlaws have only scored 1 run so far with the bases loaded. It came off a hit by pitch with the bases loaded. And now here comes Jaden Schneider. We got a pinch hitter here for the Outlaws. Derek McDonald, who came in earlier. Yep, so here's McDonald batting in the number 9 spot. He's a big hitter for this team. First offering to McDonald. That one misses outside. Ball 1. Want to know the count. Bases loaded. 2 down. 5-run game. Bottom of the 5th. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled back into the netting. It evens the count out. 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Derek McDonald. McDonald, the righty, steps back into the box. Here comes the pitch. That's high and inside for ball 2. The Outlaws have not had a lot of success hitting so far in this tournament. So you can kind of look at this 2 ways. One, you got to swing out of it, and I like that way a lot. I do. Or, take what you can get. Maybe hope for a walk. The 2-1. That's high and inside. Yeah, especially when the count's 3-1. Don't hand out strikes. Really make the pitcher earn it. And get it back in this game any way you can. And if they want to give you free runs, so be it. Here comes the 3-1. And that is inside. Ball 4, take your base. It's an RBI walk for Derek McDonald. And as Jagger Mitchell touches home plate, it's now a 7-3 ball game. Evanston trailing by 4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the bottom of the 5th. So 7-3, Evanston down by 4 with the leadoff man Hank Allred up to the plate. First one dings him. He's on first. Hit by pitch, and now that's the second run given to the Outlaws via hit by pitch. It is 7-4. Evanston making their move here in the home fifth, trailing by 3 after 2 pitches. That was Bodie Wicks that would eventually touch home plate. Two down, bases loaded. Clayton Moyle steps in. First pitch is inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1 ball and no strikes for Clayton Moyles. 1 for 3 today. The delivery is grounded towards third, and that's a nice diving stop by the third baseman. It gets into the outfield. Check that. Rounding third and coming home is 1 run. It's an RBI single for Clayton Moyles. That one just got past the third baseman into left field. And the Outlaws tack on 2 more. They trail by 1. So an RBI, 2 RBI single for Clayton Moyles scores Quentin Elmer and Derek McDonald. Next offering is high and inside to Gus Allred. The Outlaws have now batted around. Next pitch to Gus Allred is going to miss. 2-0. Allred got this inning started with a leadoff single. He scored. Outlaws down by 1. The 2-0 is outside ball 3 as Kornstrom has had some difficulties on the mound and has awarded Allred a hitter's count. The 3-0 count. The 3-0 is outside ball 4. Take your base, and the bases are loaded once again. Evanston has put up 5 in the bottom of the 5th to come within 1, and it looks like a pitching change will be made by Centralia. So they're going to go to their pen. We're going to go to a break. It's a 1-run game. Outlaws are coming back in this one. We'll be right back. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Don't go anywhere here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here. As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
And welcome back here. In the bottom of the 5th inning, the Outlaws have put up 5. Most coming with 2 outs, just like Centralia did a few, just the last frame, actually. So some 2-out rallies by both sides, but the Evanston Outlaws have all the momentum. They trail by 1. It's a 7-6 game after the pitching change. And coming up for Evanston is Jagger Mitchell, the scariest person Centralia can face right now, with the bases loaded. Mitchell, I think, is searching for his first granny of the season. And first pitch by Westland is going to plunk Mitchell. It's a HBP. 1 run scores, and we are tied. A 7-7 ball game. So everyone advances 90 feet. Jagger gets an HBP and an RBI off of it. It's 7-7 now on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. The pitch to Bodie Wicks inside, gets away from Martin. Runner from third scores, and everyone moved 90 feet, and the Outlaws have taken the lead. Evanston is up 8-7 after Clayton Moyle's dash for home is successful. And Bodie Wicks continues his AB. That right there is the 7th run of the inning, and Evanston has captured the lead for the first time today, and I believe all tournament long. Next offering to Bodie misses outside. That is going to be ball 2. We'll get our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard set up for you guys. The 2-0 misses in the dirt, ball 3. And these Centralia pitchers are really struggling to find the zone right now. On the mound after the pitching change, by the way, is Westland, moved over from first. Here comes the pitch to Wicks. It's inside. That's ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Oh, my goodness, it's happened again. People do not know the count. No. Oh, my gosh, here we go. Okay, we get a 5th down. It's ball 4. Twice. It's ball 5. So, ball don't lie in baseball. Bodie Wicks takes his base. And once again, the bases are loaded for the Outlaws, as it has been for most of this inning. It is 8-7 Outlaws in the bottom of the 5th. Elmer. First pitch is in the dirt. It's going to roll to the backstop. Everyone moves 90 feet, and the Outlaws now extend their lead. It is 9-7, thanks to Gus Allred touching home plate. A 9-7 ball game. Evanston has exploded for an 8 spot here in the bottom of the 5th, and they don't look done either. Everyone moved 90 feet on the wild pitch, and now there's a conversation. It looks like head coach Jason Mitchell over at third base is talking with his batter here about with their strategy and approaches. With 2 outs, can't be much else other than try to get a hit. There's no sense in, there's no talk of moving the runners or anything like that with 2 away and runners in scoring position. Next pitch is a check swing, called strike, somewhere in between. It's 1-1 though. Next offering to Elmer. That one just misses. Here comes the 2-1, and Elmer gets a called strike on him. Evens the count out, 2-2. The 2-2. That's in the dirt. No, it's a called strike. Okay. So Elmer goes down with a backwards K, but the Outlaws, they put up 8 in the bottom of the 5th to take the lead against Centralia in Washington. We'll step aside. We will meet you in the top of the 6th inning. Evanston with a huge frame to take the lead.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
We welcome you into the top of the 6th inning here. The Outlaws are leading by 2 after putting up 8 runs. That's right, 8 in the last frame to take a 2-run lead over Centralia. And Derek McDonald is back on the mound for Evanston, trying to do all he can to close this one out. We're in the top of the 6th inning. The time limit has been waived. I'm assuming a run rule has been waived, but at this point in the game, it doesn't look like that would take effect anyway in such a close affair. But a huge 8 spot for Evanston in that last frame. After struggling to find any offense all tournament long, they implode for 8. Leading things off now, it is Lane Celine. First pitch to Celine is a fly ball to first and an easy routine catch for All Red for out number 1. We're going to reset our Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard for everyone watching. And with Celine retired, that brings up Jaron Martin. Top of the 6th inning, Outlaws leading 9-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jaron Martin is 2 for 3 today. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Waist tie, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Next fastball is in the dirt. Pushes the count to 2-0. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to number 6 and the catcher, Jaron Martin, the 5-hole hitter. 1 out, nobody on for Martin. McDonald gets set, the 2-0. Is grounded towards short, racing in to get it. Jagger over to first, and not in time. It's an infield single for Martin. Quick legs by himself, and it's a 1-out single with a runner at first now. Up to the plate now, it is Avery Stalick. First pitch to Avery is outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Avery, a righty, gets set. Here's the delivery. It's up high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, runner at first and 1 out. And a 2-run game that the Outlaws lead. Here's the 2-0. That one is in the dirt, but no, scratch that. Bottom of the zone. It's called strike, 2-1. The delivery is outside. I believe the count is 2-2. 2-2 the count. McDonald delivers, and that is just north of the zone. Full pitch, full count coming up. And a payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, 1 down in the top of the 6th. The delivery is swung on and fouled back towards the press box. And we'll do it all over again. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Avery Stalick. McDonald gets the sign from Allred. Here's the pitch. This one is a slow dribbler down the third base line and foul. So we'll once again do it all over again in what's been an extended at-bat. 8th pitch of the AB coming up. McDonald, the delivery is swung on and missed. You know, for the Outlaw pitching staff, that is only punch out number 4. Jagger had 3, and that's the first Outlaw reliever to get a strikeout. So 2 outs, runner at first, and here comes Riggs Westland. First pitch to Westland's a ball, 1-0. Westland is 1 for 3 today with a run scored. The 1-0. This one's grounded to Jagger at short, over to first, and Allred makes the squeeze down at the dirt level for out number 3. So the Outlaws get them 1, 2, 3, 4 with a single sandwiching in between. We'll meet you in the bottom of the 6th inning. Evanston leading 9-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of My Local Radio Sports.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
And welcome into the home 6th inning. The Outlaws trying to add on to a 2-run lead. It is 9-7 over Centralia after Evanston put up 8 runs in their last inning of work. Just a huge offensive explosion. Up until that point, through nearly 2.5 games, Evanston was limited to 3 runs altogether. Then they nearly tripled that in just 1 frame. So Evanston will look to add on to it now in the home 6. And getting the party started, it is the number 7 hitter, Talon Critchfield. First pitch to Critchfield. That is off the plate and low and away, 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled back to balance the count out at 1-1. Critchfield, the leadoff man, is 1 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. The 1-1. That one misses high and away, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Talon Critchfield. He's hopped around the lineup all season long for the Outlaws, but he's been a consistent outfielder. The 2-1. That's just off the plate, knee high, 3-1. So Evanston with a 2-run lead, trying to get the leadoff man aboard and get him around. The 3-1. That's a called strike on the outside half of the zone. Full count, 3-2. The 3-2. This one is lifted high into left field. Celine is racing back and makes the catch. No, it comes out at the warning track. Critchfield around first, over to second. The throw is in, but he's got himself a leadoff double. A great 3-2 pitch is sent right down the line in left field behind the shortstop, and Celine couldn't make the grab. And the Outlaws get the leadoff man into scoring position. And now here comes Ryan Baldwin. First pitch to Baldwin is high and inside for ball 1. Outlaws looking to go 1-2 after 2 days in this tournament with a win here. The 1-0, and stepping off the bag for a moment was the was the pitcher. And a pitching change, actually. Next pitch is high and inside, 2-0. Westland gets the sign from his catcher, now goes home. This one is popped up high, deep left field in foul territory and out of play. 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Ryan Baldwin. Baldwin on the afternoon is 1 for 3 with a single. The 21. This one is roped towards third, and it is just foul. So 2 hard-hit balls down the third base and left field line, but both on the wrong side of the line. It's foul. And now the 2-2 here with a runner at second and no outs in a 2-run Evanston lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-2 is slowly dribbled up the middle, charging in from short, but not making the play there. That's Stoddard. And so it looks like it might be an infield single. So runners at the corners now with no outs for Derek McDonald. McDonald walked and scored last time up and takes the first pitch high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes for McDonald. Here comes the 1-0. That's across the plate for a called strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Up high, runner from first goes, but the catcher, Martin, is not interested in falling for the double steal. It's 2-1. The 2-1. That is low and away, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Derek McDonald with a runner at second and third. With runners at second and third. The pitch. That's off the plate, and that's ball 4. Take your base, and the bases are loaded now for the leadoff man, Hank Allred. And I believe a pitching change is in order, so we'll step aside during this. The bases are loaded with no outs and a 2-run Outlaw lead in the bottom of the 6th inning when we return.
This First Bank of Wyoming broadcast of Outlaws Baseball is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and he can help you get rid of migraines and allergies.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
And welcome back here. Pitching change. New man on the mound is number 27, Vaughn Wesson. So pitching change in order after a couple batters reach, and the bases are loaded with no outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Outlaws looking to really open this game up here. They lead by 2. A base hit would probably score 2 and double their lead to 4. Vaughn Wesson, our lefty, up on the mound. First lefty pitcher the Outlaws will face today. So everyone taking their spots here. Bases are loaded. You've got McDonald at first, Baldwin at second, and Critchfield at third here for the leadoff man in the lineup, Hank Allred. First pitch, that one is just a hair too high. It's a ball, 1-0. Hank Allred is 1 for 2. Next offering is going to miss north as well, 2-0. So Allred with a single, a walk, a hit by pitch, and a run scored. He's kind of done it all 3 ways. A single, a walk, a HBP. He's kind of reaching every possible way you could. Next time, let's see if he hits a batter here, that would be a unique way to reach. It's a batter with some other ways. There's like 7 ways you can get on base. Here comes the pitch. That one misses up in the sky again. 3-0. And Vaughn Wesson on the mound having some difficulty locating the zone. First 3 pitches tossed, all outside the zone. The 3-0. That's in the dirt. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk, and a run will come home. That's Talon Critchfield who led off the inning, touching home plate. And the Outlaw lead has grown. It is now 10-7 Evanston. So 10-7 Outlaws. Outlaws up by 3. Clayton Moyles' first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Clayton Moyles had that great first AB. Big-time double. Since then, a line out, a fly out, and a single, and a run scored. Next offering to Moyles just misses the zone. And now Wesson has opened this game up with 6 straight balls thrown. The 2-0. And that's a called strike just over the plate. 2-1. Nice pitch. Bases loaded, no outs for Clayton Moyles. The 2-1. Slow breaking ball misses above the zone, 3-1. Here comes the 3-1. This one's grounded to short, picked up by Stoddard, and they get out at second, and they do not turn two, but it's an RBI fielder's choice for Clayton Moyles, and the Outlaw lead is up to 4. It's 11-7, Evanston. They have put up 10 unanswered runs. Runners at the corners here as Ryan Baldwin was the last one to score. And here comes the lefty, Gus Allred. Pitch to Allred across the plate. Throw down to third is not in time, trying to keep tabs on the runner. First pitch, I believe, was a called strike. I think it's 0-1. Make it a 1-0, actually. Next offering is just above the plate as well. So it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and third. The 2-0 is popped up high in the infield. Just on the line, going to first, and the pitcher, Wesson, makes the squeeze for out number 2. Now here comes Jagger Mitchell with 2 down and runners on the corners. Jagger Mitchell doubled and hit by pitch his last 2 ABs, or plate appearances. Outlaws leading by 4. It is 11-7 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the 2-0. This is a slow grounder to short, picked up by Stoddard, over to first, but not in time, and a run will score. That's Derek McDonald touching home. So it is an RBI infield single for Jagger Mitchell, and the Outlaw lead is up to 5. It is 12-7. Bodie Wicks up to the dish. So it's 12-7 Evanston. Wicks, the righty, steps in. The lefty-righty matchup. First pitch, this one's lifted into shallow center field. Hoffman running in and makes the final out. But the Outlaws tack on 3 more to stretch their lead to 5. It's 12-7 Evanston, and Centralia is down to their last 3 outs when we reconvene in the top of the 7th here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when 2 roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less travel. Plains Tire, 157 Fair River Drive, Evanston.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Welcome back as we get you set for the top of the 7th inning. It's a 5-run lead for the Outlaws, 12-7 over Centralia out of Washington State. I'm Matthew Peterson. You are watching MyLocalRadio.com at baseball and listening on 99.1 KNYN. Outlaws are 3 outs away from picking up their first win in this Memorial Tournament. They've put up 11 unanswered runs. After falling behind 7-1, the game got turned upside down in the bottom of the 5th when Evanston put up 8. They followed that up with 3 in the last frame, and now their defense will try and close it out. Looks like some substitutions were made for the Outlaws. You've got Bodie Wicks at third, and Derek McDonald still on the mound. McDonald's first offering is behind the batter in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 to Hyde Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 3 today with a double and a run. Here comes the 1-0. That is over the plate for a called strike, 1-1. A ball and a strike. That one is in the dirt and at the feet of the batter, 2-1. It's a righty-righty matchup. Leadoff man here in the top of the 7th. The 2-1. This one's grounded towards third, and it's over the third baseman, Wicks, and into left field for a leadoff single. So just what the doctor ordered for this Centralia team, down to their last 3 outs. Now the 9-hole hitter, Hunter Nemi, up, trying to keep the line moving. McDonald gets the sign, now goes home. That misses up high, and it's 1-0. Next pitch misses, ball 2. 2-0. This game has been 2.5 hours long. One more after this. The 2-0. That's inside and low, 3-0. Been a busy day for McDonald. Usually don't see this much pitching from him off the top of my mind. But he's been given a heavy workload in relief for Jagger Mitchell. The 3-0. That misses, ball 4, and the first 2 batters reach. So there's runners at first and second with no outs. Now the leadoff man, Hasten Hoffman. This is the 5th plate appearance for Hoffman this game. He's 0 for 2 with 2 hit by pitches. First offering misses in the attic. It's 1-0. And if you're wondering, those 2 HBPs came in the last 2 plate appearances, so he's got to be a little black and blue coming into the batter's box. McDonald gets the sign. Now the 1-0. Down at the feet of the batter. And it's a called strike, 1-1. A ball and a strike. Bit of a generous strike zone that time for McDonald. The 1-1. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Hazen Hoffman. Grounded out the first 2 times up, then just stood there and took it the last 2 times up. Runners at first and second, no outs. Top of the 7th, Outlaws leading 12-7. The 2-1, that misses upstairs. It's 3-1. 3 balls into strike. And head coach Jason Mitchell jogging out to talk to his righty pitcher. Looks like he's going to keep him in there, but just give him some words of wisdom potentially. So there's 3 balls and a strike right now, but there's runners at first and second with no outs. long conference here on the mound for the Outlaws between Derek McDonald, the catcher Hank Allred, and the manager Jason Mitchell. Everyone goes back to their usual spots, and we are ready to resume with a 3-1 count to the leadoff man in the lineup, Hazen Hoffman. These two teams might win the award for the longest drive here to Missoula, but right now they're in a bit of a dogfight. 5-run lead, but we've seen leads come and go in this game. Here comes the 3-1. This one's grounded in the infield, going to Jagger at short, and no play to be made. It's a slow roller, and an infield single to load the bases with no outs. So now the play is at any base and home plate for and a pinch hitter here, it looks like. You've got Lathan Fitch, I beg your pardon. Lathan Fitch, a lefty, stepping in. First pitch to Fitch. That is a called strike on the inside half of the zone. It is now 0-1. Outlaws with a 5-run lead, but don't want to flirt with that too much. Here's the 0-1. That's high and inside to even out the count at 1-1. A ball and a strike, no outs, bases loaded for Finch, the lefty, in a righty-lefty matchup. Infield playing back, outfield in. Next offering is up high, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. First time we've seen Finch at the dish today. Here comes the 2-1. This is fouled back. Ooh. Nearly got to the broadcast booth, but it is a strike, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. McDonald really needs an out here. Bases loaded. The pitch. This one is slapped into shallow left field. Critchfield getting under it. Makes the catch. Runner at third tags and will trot home. And an RBI sac fly for Finch. They sacrifice the out for the run, and it's now a 4-run game. 12-8 Outlaws. So with 1 out and runners at first and second, here we go with Evan Stoddard. First offering to Stoddard. That's a ball that misses, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. That is over the plate for a strike, 1-1. 1 down, runners at first and second. Outlaws with a 12-8 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the top of the 7th. Here comes the 1-1. This one is a shot into center field. That's down for a base hit, and everyone will move up 90 feet. Base runners had to see if that would get through, and then it did, but didn't get much of a chance to advance very far. But it does load the bases once again for Lane Celine. It's a 12-8 game. Outlaws on top by 4. But just before you know it, the tying run is at the plate now. Evanston needs 2 more outs. The pitch, that is a called strike and a beauty. Low and away. Good pitch right there from McDonald. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss right there from Celine. It's 0-2. Big pitch coming. If McDonald can get the punch out here, Huge sigh of relief for the Outlaws. Here comes the 0-2. That just misses upstairs, 1-2. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Outlaws leading 12-8 in the top half of the 7th. The 1-2. This one's a grounder to third. They throw it to home for one, to first for the other. They don't get that one in time, but they do cut down the runner at third. So a fielder's choice, no run scores. And there's 2 outs now and still a 4-run lead. Great play by Bodie Wicks at third to throw it home to Hank Allred. Preserve the run. And now here's Jaron Martin. 2 outs, bases loaded. Tying run he represents. The pitch. That is a called strike, low and away, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. The 0-1. That misses the plate on the opposite end. 1-1 to even out the count. Bases juiced. Outlaws looking for win number 1 here in Missoula, along with Centralia. The 1-2 is just inside. Ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Jaron Martin. McDonald on the mound, delivers the 2-1. This one is slashed foul to even out the count. 2-2, and the Outlaws are 1 strike away from picking up win number 1 before their final pool play game tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. At a pause here, Talon Critchfield, who plays left field, was not in left field for a moment. I don't have a good angle. He was down by the fence. I'm not really sure what for. The foul ball went the opposite direction, away from him. The 2-2 is just upstairs, full count, 3-2. Huge pitch here. With the tying run at home plate, a ball would move him to first. A strikeout ends the game. Runners go. The payoff pitch. This one is hit foul down the left field line. Yes, we'll do it all over again. Runners are going on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Tying run at home in a 12-8 game that the Outlaws lead in the top of the 7th inning. McDonald toying the rubber. The payoff pitch is a grounder to short, picked up by Mitchell. No, it seeps into center field. 1 run scores. The second comes around, and an error on Jagger at short will continue the game. It's now a 2-run ball game, 12-10. Outlaws up by 2, but runners at first and third. A big-time error will continue this one as the Outlaws were just 1 strike away from picking up the win. Instead, we continue on. Now here's Avery Stolick as the first pitch in on him is a called strike. It is 0-1. Tying run is at first. The 0-1 misses high and inside. It's 1-1. Now Stolick represents the go-ahead run here in the top of the 7th. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 away. Runners at the corners. The 1-1 is just off the plate, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Pitch was low. That's a 3-1 count now. Two balls and a strike. The 3-1 misses up high. It's a walk, and the bases are loaded once again. Now the tying run is at second with 2 outs. This game will just not end. These two sides refusing to quit. A great ball game here on a beautiful day from Missoula, Montana. At the dish now, it's the righty, Riggs Westland. McDonald kicks and deals. Called strike. Nice fastball down the middle. It is 1-2, 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 away. Outlaws leading by 2, 12-10, the 0-1. That's a called strike, and now, once again, Centralia is down to their final strike. The 0-2. Called third strike. He got him. Outlaws win. Outlaws win. Outlaws win. Evanston picks up their first win in Missoula in an instant classic. They put up 8 runs in the 5th and complete the comeback. It's 12-10, the final. We're going to dive into our post-game show. We'll recap this one, hand out some awards. The final, Outlaws 12, Centralia 10.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
And welcome back. Let's get into our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. So the Outlaws fell behind early in this one as Centralia will put up a couple runs in the early goings and then eventually build up to a 7-1 lead. And they look to coast this game in cruise control to the finish line, but wow, what a bottom of the 5th inning for the Evanston Outlaws. They put up 8, and that would put them up for good, as Centralia would threaten here at the end, putting up a couple runs to cut the deficit down from 5-2, but ultimately Derek McDonald froze the final batter and secured a 12-10 final. Outlaws pick up win number 19 of the season and number 1 here in Missoula. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Go check out Jimmy John's today or tomorrow or any day you're feeling hungry. They spend hours cutting fresh bread and delicious meat and cheese. Check them out, 113 Front Street in Evanston. Now let's check out our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Get this precision play for you guys here. There it is. And this one was early in this game, but a great catch by Caleb Gooding in relief. Comebacker right to him and flashed the leather to make the out. All right, folks, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Once again, the final, the Outlaws pick up the win. They improve to 1-2 in pool play. They will play tomorrow against the Centennial Cannons out of Idaho, 4:30 p.m. You can watch it right here on mylocalradio.com. Listen on 99.1 KNYN. For my producer, Michael Wilkerson, I'm Matthew Peterson signing off. The final, Outlaws 12, Centennial 10.
This broadcast has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Special thanks to executive producer Val Cook, office manager Kayleen Anderson, sales manager Julie Burley, and production assistant Alyssa McDaniel. And a big thank you to our fine sponsors. Thank you for tuning in to the First Bank of Wyoming broadcast. For archive games, talk shows, and interviews, visit mylocalradio.com. Like and follow My Local Radio Sports on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all things local athletics.